Back in the month.
Yeah, back.
Sir, yes, I just had to, you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, and, you know, things. But anyway, Triad Hip Hop Podcast, your boy Howie, my man.
Kurt, what's up, y'all?
And we over here with the Triad Hip Hop Podcast. We're another exciting week. And before we get into that, sir, how was your week? And how was the Valentine's? Oh, that's right. You didn't.
Well, Valentine's was all right. We don't really do nothing about that.
Yeah.
I don't love them like that.
Dang.
But anyway, we, just another day. But it's never been that big of a deal for me. But it was a good week. It went by kind of fast. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, speaking of how the week started, let me go ahead and show them real quick. I'm gonna be right back, y'all. Matter of fact, you tell the people how your week was, and I'm gonna come back and tell them how my week was.
I should do the whole. Too bad I ain't got the. Hold on, let me.
You got some sound effects.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Actually, I tell you what, we do the. We gotta do this. To the Triad Hip Hop Podcast. That's right, kids. I'm ready. We coming here with my man's. He came in through the back door. He came off a world tour. Here you go. My man's.
There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, there you go.
There he is. Little Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, got his little glasses.
Yeah, he got, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to look cool for y'all.
Yeah, that's my man's right there. You're my man.
He's stinky a little bit, but here we are. I just wanted to introduce, this is the latest addition to the family. He don't like the other dog. Well, the other dog don't like him. So if y'all hear any rumblings in the back, you know what it is.
And don't call whatever it is on us, because we ain't I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Too early. But anyway, so that's the new addition. Oh, so while he coming back, I will tell you about my week. It was pretty good, pretty productive. I got some schoolwork done. Trying to get these sales up, you know what I'm saying? Trying to sell some product, not that type of product, but what I'm trying to sell, just to get rid of some stuff out the house. And man, I swear, my girl was saying me selling stuff was definitely like the equivalent of online dating. Because it's like, man, I got the product, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, because I sold it locally on Facebook Marketplace, right? And like dudes come up like, yeah, man, so I got the, like, hey, man, how much is it? I'm like, yeah, this is the price. It literally says in the description, pick up. Can you deliver it to me? I ain't got no car. I'm like, nigga.
Right.
If I deliver it to you, it's gonna be some money. I can't do it.
Of course.
Yeah, man. Like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then my man, then today I got, like, I'm trying to sell a computer. Well, I ain't gonna call no name. Anyway, no, I shouldn't do that. But anyway, so he come up there. He like, yeah, man, I'm gonna buy the computer. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll buy it tomorrow at 3. All right, I'm gonna give you $50 for it because really it's 75. All right, 55, I ain't, I hate so. And then he's like, yeah, so what is it? What type is it? What year? I said, yeah, it's this, and $50. I can't afford it. And I done set up. Yeah, I done got set up. Went to the place because I don't keep the stuff that I'm selling at home. Got it in another location. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I got it set up and everything. My man like, yeah, I ain't gonna be like this.
You knew the fuck you wasn't gonna be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We fucking. Now I understand what women go through. Quit playing fucking games.
Right.
You don't have the shit, to be honest. You know,
Right.
I ain't gonna think nothing of you. I ain't gonna say you a broke down, cheap ass, motherfucking ass,
Right.
busted ass nigga. I'm gonna say,
I hate when people do that shit, man. Just call you and want to ask a bunch of questions, and then at the end, oh yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it.
You knew that before you asked. Yeah. What you need those specs for?
Yeah.
You ain't buying it.
Yeah, just shit.
But yeah, man. So either way, man. You know, how else was your week? Anything else going on?
Oh, it was pretty good. Yeah, so Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying? Thing, you know what I'm saying? Got a little girl. We got dressed up. We went out to went out to Firebirds. Shout out to Firebirds and give them a little smack. Went out there in Winston. And yeah, man, we had a good time. You know, we ate, we laughed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what kind of place is it? Like a steak?
It's kind of, yes, it's kind of like a steakhouse. Okay. It's It was really chill. The atmosphere was good. Service was really good. Well, it wasn't like top notch, but I mean, with the pandemic and everything, it was good. I mean, he wasn't like he was like rude or anything. He wasn't like exceptional, but he just did his job, which is cool.
Right.
You know, I can respect that. I'm not one of the people like, oh, well, you didn't do this. Like, motherfucker, you ain't cooking yourself. So, hey, I'm cool with it. So, but yeah, man, like, yeah, we had a good time, and I gave her some gifts and stuff. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, she gave me some stuff too. So, you know what I'm saying? She gave me some snacks. I got these pants I got on right here. You know what I'm saying? She gave me the gray sweatpants. I can show,
boy up.
You know what I'm saying? I showed off to the other ladies. Right. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. She killed my ass. I was like, but we had a good time, man. Good time.
Well, yeah, man. That's what's up, man. You know, glad you had a good week.
Yeah,
you know, my week is been running around a lot, but it's been a good week, so I can't complain. Got to get the dogs to start liking each other a little bit, but that's what it is.
Put peanut butter on both these boys.
Right.
I don't know. I might have some. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, you can't fix female dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
she fixed.
Oh, dang.
That older one, she been fixed.
Oh, dang.
We fixed her right from the beginning.
Oh, so he can just go in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Trust me, he's trying. He be trying to hump our legs and all that. As soon as he get around her, she start biting. He was like, oh.
Put peanut butter on each other, on their butts.
You trying to get the K9 bumps.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, this is episode 195, Triad Hip Hop Podcast. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I want to give a rest in peace to Betty Davis. She died last week. We didn't have a show last week, so didn't really get to do a lot of stuff.
The cleanup woman.
Yeah.
I thought she was already.
No. Is she the one that's on the cleanup woman? I don't know. I can't remember, but she was a singer, songwriter, and a model. Okay. But she just died like within the past week or so.
Oh, you know what it is? I think it's Betty White.
Betty Wright that you're thinking of. Yeah,
not Betty White.
Soon as you said
Wright.
Yeah, Betty Wright.
Okay. So because I did see that and I was like, wait a minute, did she already die? But then I saw
So I just wanted to give her a rest in peace. I can't remember the specifics about how she died or anything, but she had made it to a decent age. You know what I mean? So I want to say she was maybe late 70s, early 80s, somewhere in that area. So, but anyway, let's give her a moment of silence just to pay our respects. All right. Thank y'all for doing that with us. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump into a question of the day. I think Howie had one for us today.
Yes. With the ever so controversial music that's coming up, drill music, is it art? Yeah. And we'll kind of talk about it later on because we'll have another topic that'll a couple topics that would actually tie into that question. So we'll get back on that. But just keep that with you for a minute. Yeah, drill music is it art?
Yeah, I mean,
oh shit. Damn.
We ain't laughing at drill music.
Nah, we ain't laughing. Yeah, let me make that clear. I don't want them young boys to. Oh, you laughing at drill music, suck ass nigga. Drill up my house,
Right.
I just like a motherfucker. But anyway.
But yeah,
trying to switch the soundboard. That's what I was trying to do.
Shout out to Instagram. I see we got a couple of y'all out there, so appreciate y'all.
Clap it up.
And don't forget, everybody, please like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. All right. So, but yeah, that's a good question, man. Drill music, is it art? I guess I would have to say, to some degree, I think it is. It's not really my type of music as much. You know what I mean? Every now and then I might hear something that, I'm like, all right, that's cool. But I don't listen to it a whole lot. But I will say, I'll be fair and say, yeah, it can be considered art. I think any kind of music can be considered art as long as it's real music. It's not just, like what's that dude name? That came out of American Idol, William Hahn.
Oh, my man, really?
Yeah, he was just spouting off.
He got his little money though.
Yeah, he did. But I don't know about all that being art though. But but yeah, I would say to a degree, yes. What are you thinking about it?
Like I said, man, I'm gonna kind of tie it in with the with the topics and stuff.
Okay.
Well, we'll get, like I said, we'll come back to it.
All right, we'll circle around to it. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. We are live on Facebook. We got YouTube going. We got Instagram going. We got what else we got, Howard?
We got StreamYard.
Yeah.
We got OnlyFans.
In a minute I'm gonna take my shirt off. So.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna take the shirt off.
Y'all the titties.
Yeah, I'm gonna see some big, what I'm saying? Some big man titties on here. Right. Pepperoni size.
But anyway, all right. Well, y'all weigh in on that question of the day. Let me go ahead and jump into some birthdays real quick. So I got quite a few. So back on the 12th, my man Ed Lover from Young on TV Raps. That's my dude. I like Ed Lover. Happy birthday to him. Also on the 12th, Gucci Mane. So they share the same day. On Valentine's Day, my man J. Rue the Damager. Yes, sir. So happy birthday to him. On the 15th, we had a couple. We had Meg Thee Stallion and Birdman.
All right.
So happy birthday to him. On the 16th, we had Ice-T, the legend himself, one of the pioneers in gangster rap. I don't know. Who would you say would be like the first gangster rap artist? I always kind of weigh in on Ice-T, but I don't think he gets enough credit.
Honestly,
I don't know if he was the very first.
We could get on to who first coined the word gangster, the gangster style. It would be Just Ice.
Just Ice. Okay.
I mean, that's the way I look at it. But yeah, I mean, really though, the West, that's something I meant to watch too. There was a documentary, I forgot. But the West, like their pioneers don't really get highlighted. Everybody think it started with like NWA.
Right.
Yeah, people like Big Smash Spade. You know what I'm saying? It's the other folks that were really instrumental to, the whole West Coast thing. So.
Yeah, man. A lot going on the West Coast. King T don't get enough recognition.
Yeah, King T definitely. Yeah, man.
Listen, Too Short was way back in the day doing his thing. Ice-T. So yeah, man. I think when I bought Ice-T's first album, it was just to see his wife.
I think everybody did that.
No, it was
that's what the LL Cool J did.
But all right, back to the birthdays. So. On the 17th, we have my man Aguilar. Right. Happy birthday to him. On the 18th, which was yesterday, we have my man Joel Santana and the man we know as Dr. Dre from the West Coast. Happy birthday to both of them.
Oh, you skipped Lupe, I think.
Oh, yeah, my bad. On the 16th, we also had Lupe Fiasco. My bad. Happy birthday, Lupe. I'm going too fast for myself here. So today, on the 19th, we got my man Mortal Technique. Happy birthday to him. Lord Finesse.
Turn up the funky man.
Yes, sir. The legend himself. Also, happy birthday and rest in peace to Prince Marky D. And then also today, Kid Creole from the Furious 5. He is still alive, but I think he's doing like some prison time or something. I want to say I know he had got caught up in some prison stuff.
Wasn't that because he stabbed somebody?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, remember
that was like dude,
yeah, that was like our first, like one of our first episodes. Yeah,
man.
When the show started kicking off, the Kid Creole.
Yep. So yeah, happy birthday to him. Coming up tomorrow, we got my man Daddy O from Stetson Sonic. Happy birthday. Coming up on the 21st, we got my man Wishbone from Bone Thugs. And then on the 23rd, we got my man Ab Soul from the West Coast down with TDE and all them. All right. So that's it for my birthdays. Let's give them a let's give them some claps. All right. So yeah, for music wise, I got a few things. My man Chris Rivers, Little Pun, he got a new album coming out. Well, it just dropped actually called Apophenia.
Okay.
And I've heard a couple of joints just too, and they sound really good. Busta Rhymes has been telling us he got a new album coming out, so we're all excited about that, especially after the last one, Extinction Level Event 2. Man, that put Busta Rhymes back, on the radar. Not that he was really off, but for the younger folks, help them to put him on the radar. And he got a song coming out on the album with none other than Jay Dilla. Okay. So that's going to be good. Them Dilla beats hit different, man. Warren G, my man from the West Coast, just dropped an album called Life is Beautiful. All right. So shout out to him. RZA and DJ Scratch dropped their album. It's called Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater. And they just dropped a single called Fate of the World. So yeah. Yeah, I seen that. Because he announced that on the first. I'm gonna check that out. Yeah. So it's called Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater. All right. Couple more things. My man Pusha T just dropped a new single called Diet Coke. And Cannabis just dropped something called Meta Burger. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah. Cannabis gotta hit you where you think a little bit. Wow, that sounds deep. So yeah, man, I'm excited about that one. Meta Burgers fries. My cannabis. Well, that's it for my new music. Just wanted to throw that out there. All right, so let's get into some topics. Yep. So, any of y'all crackheads out there, you're going to get some clean crack pipes thanks to Joe Biden. Uncle Joe going to hook y'all up. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're going to hook y'all up. So, he's got a new drug plan that, supposedly has, money in it so that if anybody's smoking that shit, you're going to be able to use it on clean crack pipes. You ain't got to reuse your shits no more. So, thanks to Uncle Joe. Yeah, the thing about a couple more days. Yeah, the thing about that now, not to play devil's advocate, and I'm not trying to trust me, I'm not trying to root for this man. I will say this, cause being Brittany, my girlfriend Brittany, she was in, she's in the, the social work and all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. That's something that administrations do all the time. I will say this though, I mean, she, because they don't want to spread infection with, crack and all this other stuff, because they do use, their mind not on cleanliness, they're on getting high. Right. So having clean stuff for them is fine. I don't agree with the whole it's going to cause racial equity shit. Mm-hmm. Like, what I'm saying? Like, what are you are you saying like black people? Like, nah. First of all, black might be on crack, but actually crack ain't moving not like them pills and meth. That's what y'all people doing. Opioids and shit. Yeah, that's what y'all. That's what y'all doing. Yeah, man. And your son a crackhead, right? Yeah. Bo with his fucking Hennessy prices, crackhead ass motherfucker. But he a crackhead. Yeah. But I mean, them getting clean stuff. Yeah, I understand that. And then too, like the timing. Like with everything going on right now with this situation with Ukraine and stuff, I mean I'm not you know what I'm saying, we do need to help home, you know what I'm saying, and they even with their addiction that they still are brothers and sisters, they still need help,
I understand that. But with everything going on right now, man, it's about to get crazy. It's
Yep,
about to get crazy.
it really is, man. So I'm just like, man, I don't like the whole, crack pipe thing, but I get it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be helpful to a degree, but it's so much more they could be doing, other than just giving you clean crack pipes. You know what I mean? Trying to get some motherfuckers off drugs instead of just saying, well, since you're doing them, let me give you some clean ones.
Yeah, and the thing of it is too. I mean, not to get into that, but some of these addicts, some of them do try to kick the habit.
Yeah.
But with this whole thing with trafficking, like again, I don't want to give it up too much because what I'm saying. But like I said, my girls into this field.
Yeah.
But a lot of those traffickers, man, you'd be surprised what they do. And the fact of it is, a lot of them, they'll go looking for work.
Right.
And, they actually, I think she told me there's, those people that hand out pamphlets and things.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're trafficked.
Wow.
Yeah. And reason being, because like they'll go out, they'll get out of a program, right? They'll get out of a drug program. Not all of them, but, there's quite a bit of them. And they'll go to the church and it's like, yeah, I just want to stay here, get myself cleaned up, I'm cleaned up. I'm getting ready to get back out and, go on with my life. Yeah. Well, the church, what they'll do is like, and this is not all churches, I want to be clear, this ain't everybody, but there are some churches that, they'll be like, okay, man, we'll take you in, we trying to spread the word of Jesus. Word of Jesus Christ. We'll spread the word of Jesus Christ.
3 miles.
So what they'll do is they'll get them out on the road and they'll be like, what they basically do is try to separate them and make sure that they don't have money. Like, okay, we can't pay you, but we got this work for you. You can rest here. They'll make sure that you don't. Yeah, they make sure that they provide that, but they make sure you don't have any money. Yeah. And then what they do, since they don't, to keep them there, they pay them in drugs.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they pay them in drugs. Yeah, so
I never knew.
Man, it's just like what I'm saying. I said, well, yeah, Jesus came back right now. Yeah, you be turning it up.
I'm telling you, man.
That's that Dylan Ross.
Church is gonna get hit first, some of them.
Hard. Jesus come out with a haymaker, like ah.
Yeah, nothing about
me. Spread these bricks.
Right. This whole church got bricks in the wall. But anyway, also want to give a shout out to the new Bel Air project. The new remake of Will Smith's Fresh Prince of Bel Air. A little more of a dramatic series on this one, and less on the comedy side. So I have not seen it, but everybody who's seen it that I know of says it's really good. So I'm definitely gonna try to sit down and watch it. Have you seen any of it?
I haven't seen any of it, and it's for all these streaming services. I just want to let y'all know, piracy gonna be up.
Oh yeah,
I just want to get that out there. We said it first. We're gonna have it, and way prices shit going.
Y'all forcing people to want to steal.
Yeah, it's gonna happen sooner than later. I'm just gonna let you know right now. I ain't saying nothing. But going back to that, I do like the idea of it's a new. I like that concept.
Yeah,
what I'm saying. I think it's a fresh idea, even though it's an older.
Right.
It's an old idea of a comedy, but it's a new fresh spin on in a dramatic series. Yeah. So I do respect that. I was gonna say too, because like again, me and the girl we were talking about other shows because they're gonna have other shows that are gonna follow suit. So we was thinking about. Well, I suggested A Different World. And
okay.
But the only thing that's bad about that, Cosby produced the show.
Right.
So not that it's not that it's not bad, but you know what I'm saying. But for the mainstream,
Yeah.
right now that's that. You know, they still have a disdain for Cosby. You know?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And speaking of Cosby, you know they got a new documentary series about him now.
Oh yeah, the Kamala. Yeah, I heard about that, and then really they kind of dragged his ass because like they didn't. The thing about it, which I haven't seen it. One thing that was alarming, Godfrey was in the doc.
Yeah. It's actually not that bad. I've watched it. It's like I think they've got maybe about 3 or 4 episodes out, and I've watched the first 3.
Mm-hmm.
But they, you know, I think they're very fair in this series so far. They've really given him a lot of props on his accomplishments and even showing you things that he did that a lot of us didn't even know. Like there was one documentary that he did about black people that nobody even knew about. I didn't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you know all the little good things he did to help people get work and acting and all of that good stuff. But they also let you know, here's what was going on behind the scenes, blah 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 with the women, and so they're really fair. They don't just go in there like Bill Cosby. They're like, look, this is what he did to really gain our trust and our respect, and it's still good to a certain degree, but he had this other side that we just didn't know about.
But the thing of it is, like, is it? I mean, so do we take away from that? I mean, because that's my thing. You got all these like white people that does stuff and they still get work, like Woody Allen,
right.
You know, Pulowski. I mean, we can go on and on for that.
Right.
And it's just like, but as soon as a black man mess up, like he mess up one time,
oh yeah,
do a honor, it's like all his name X'd out, like HPU.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna X the name out, like well then get the fucking money back.
Yeah.
Give the fucking money back. Help that man with his bill and just tell him to piss off.
Right.
If he's that much of a fucking problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean that's the way I look at it. I mean, it's, even with the R. Kelly situation, I'm not saying that we should be celebratory and like nah. I mean that he did what he did.
Yeah.
But it's just like because he's a black man, let's drag him. I ain't saying shit about Epstein. Right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't saying shit about. I mean, I got that one documentary out on Netflix, but other than that, not, like Hugh Hefner dead.
Yeah.
Now y'all ready to bring out this stuff now because he's gone. But how come y'all didn't do that when he was alive?
Yeah. Yeah, so, and I mean, they it's one of them things, whenever you black, man, you're gonna get the worst of it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they call out people like Epstein and Weinstein and all of them, but not to the degree that they call out the black people.
Oh no. I mean they're gonna because I mean that's the thing too. There's more of them doing that than we are.
Right.
I mean we everybody's done dirt. We do our dirt. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. But the thing of it is, in this society, in the way the world is set up, certain people, because they look a certain way, they can get away with stuff for years and years and years. And there'll be no question about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even going back to R. Kelly's case, reason why it went so long, he was doing black women, black girls like that.
Yeah.
If he came to Trinity, North Carolina right now and got some and went to the high school, kept coming back to the high school, getting that, man, they hung that nigga right there at the goddamn flag post.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They ain't hugging that. I tell you what, you ain't gonna get up my daughter, nigga.
But yeah, I mean, with all of them, all of those predator type people, whether it's Weinstein or Harvey Weinstein or Epstein. Yeah, whether it's him, Cosby, R. Kelly, they all had the same thing in common. They all had a train of people working for them to make sure that they didn't get caught.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that all these documentaries kind of expose. Like, yeah, he was able to get away with this shit because he had a lot of people who had his back on that. And they knew, they talk about Cosby having women in the audience. Like when they were shooting the Cosby Show, they said there was always one little small section with nothing but like model type women who were there just specifically for him, so that after the show would finish taping, they would all just go in a little line to his room, to his dressing room. And they knew, they knew what it was. So, and the same thing with R. Kelly, you know what I mean? He had people working with him to make sure he got the girls he wanted. You know what I mean? Epstein, all of them. They all had people working with him. And so, because you, as one person, you cannot get away with that type of shit.
I'll tell you one thing. If I ever give him, yeah, I'm just, them groupies, once we done, we getting the fuck out. Cause I don't want no allegations.
Right.
I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how perfect your titties is. I don't care how big an ass you got. I'm telling you, man, it just ain't worth it nowadays. Hey, they can be trying to set you up just to get a little come up.
Sometimes you gotta have a little side, a little side piece. I might have a little midget under the table, Nobody can see her, you know what I mean?
A little midget.
She might be under there right
speaking of midgets, hey, 200 episodes coming up. We might right. Get, well, actually, it's little people. We can't say midgets.
Yeah,
little people. Yeah, we can't say midgets. Yeah, they might.
People with big. But yeah, so I mean, we joking, of course, but yeah, I'm just saying, I didn't mean to get off track, but that's a real thing that these people had tons of folks working with them to make sure, because they were interviewing people, and some people in the Cosby documentary was like, yeah, I knew about it and I was kind of helping a little bit. Then other people was like, well, I didn't know nothing about it. Of course, maybe you didn't, but you should have, you know what I mean? Because like one of the guys, he was like, yeah, I was like the main writer on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, did you notice all the extra women they had in the audience for him? He was like, well, nah, not really, because he was a star, so you always have people trying to come see him. So I didn't really pay much attention. So as soon as the show would finish, we would just run upstairs and start writing on the next episode.
Yeah,
so I can understand that, but still,
Well, I mean, when you write, I guess you're busy, so
right?
You ain't really, you got your head down, and like, cause I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, I'm pretty sure he was like, look, this is funny, this is doing good, so we got to make sure, this is, because that's their money too,
right?
We got to make sure this lives.
Yeah,
what I'm saying, so.
But it is what it is. But y'all should go check it out. It's called "We Need to Talk About Bill Cosby."
That's on Showtime, right?
Yeah, I believe it's Showtime. I've been recording the episodes. They've been just doing an episode a week, so I've just been trying to keep up with them. So it's interesting. You know what I mean? It really is. It does give you a lot more insight. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. So, shout out to Bel Air on Peacock. Go check that out.
Yeah.
So, my man, you was telling me about Doggy Diamonds and Blizz. They recently got on the Daily Show, right?
They wasn't on the Daily Show per se. Okay. Trevor Noah used their clip to prove a point on this. So I want to shout them out.
Put some light on it.
Yeah. Okay. And I just want to, that's one thing that, because I was listening to them before coming over here. We're a small podcast, we're small, we only have a few people. We're gaining a little bit of followers and stuff. But the thing of it is, we keep doing it. You know why? Because we never know who's watching and who's listening. Yeah. That was the proof.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying, with Doggy Diamonds and Blizz doing that, man, that's what I'm saying. He kind of, sometimes it gets a little discouraging talking, he talk about the haters and how they hate, but I understand why he does it, because he's trying to show you, like, look, we don't need to do that. Like, what I'm saying, we need to build each other up, in a light. But there's, there are people, I'm pretty sure, like, there are people that hate on us because we don't want we don't want these niggas to get successful, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it happens, man, because we just crabs in the bucket. We've been taught that. I mean, I think it's just human nature. Yeah. But what I'm saying, but that there though, that's not just a win for them. That's a win for us.
Yeah.
Because again, we don't know who's watching. One day, I'm not saying that Trevor would probably scroll down so hard that he would pick us up and put us on national TV. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. But you never know. Yeah. I might be, we might get a little local look. we be, local famous for a little bit, but that's why we keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And for the loyal people that, that keep watching us every week, we appreciate y'all.
Absolutely, man. Especially my man R2G2, man. He always in the building, man. Gotta give him some shout outs. He been dropping some new music, man. So y'all should go check that out on his YouTube channel. You know what I mean? So
his thing.
Definitely, man.
And he also came up with the theme song of the show.
That's right.
We doing local things,
yes,
yo.
Sir. Support your local artists.
Yes,
man.
Facts.
Support your local artists.
So, real quick though. So since with Blizz and Doggy being on the show, using the clip on the show. So let's get into this drill rap. Is it art? So, the thing of it is, this is the same argument that they had 30 years ago with gangster rap. This is what this is. Eric Adams, calling for the removal of, gangster rap. Drill music. As much as I'm not gonna sit here I hate it all, because I think some of it is pretty decent. I mean, they're, the little parody joints. And I think they're pretty funny. I respected the fact that, they real about their stuff, because especially being from the 90s, there were some gangster rappers that really were gangster rappers. Right, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't gangster, they just had the term. But anyway, so but yeah, at least they about their stuff. But the thing of it is, it is a dangerous president. If I'm saying that right, it is dangerous. But I will say this: it's more dangerous if they be censored, because if they're censored and they get kicked off, right? You don't know who else is going to get kicked off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't because we're already getting to the point of that hurt my feelings, right? Especially like white people and fucking this LGBT letter joint. I'm not going to get into that, but it's just like, if you hurt my feelings, I feel bad, like blah, 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 and then like something gets happened to you. Meanwhile, we get slaughtered in the streets. It's like, well, he should have followed the law. It's like, what kind of bullshit is that? Right. So with the drill music, Trevor Noah made a good point, and that's the thing of it is, you're talking about the music and the frequency of it, and making it negative and stuff, which that can be a point. Sometimes, music does create moods and things. But at the same time, like, you ultimately are responsible about how you, involve your actions. Yeah, you have things that influence you to make actions, right? But ultimately, you are responsible for your actions. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. He made a point. Like, so you're saying that, and plus the stuff that happened, they made a good point. The drill rappers. I don't mean to go on, but they made a good point. It's like, well, the stuff that we're talking about, it's already done. It's not like it's happening while we're in process of it. Right. It's not happening while we're rapping about it. No, it's already done. Yeah. So it's still dangerous. Yeah. Because it's like never ending cycle. Like, my crew killed your crew, this, that, da, 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 and then it's it's on and on and on. But and the thing of it is, it's just, I really wish with the drill music they can use it to go at someone else. Yeah. Particularly the things that are keeping them. Right. And that's the thing too, Trevor Noah actually mentioned, like, if you had programs and had, like, instead of getting rid of the music, why don't you give people opportunities so this doesn't happen in the music? Exactly. They can write about something else. Yep, exactly. Yeah. It's it is what it is, man. But it is something that needs to be addressed or whatever. But y'all let us know in the comments, again, what y'all think about the whole drill music thing. Can you consider it art or not? But anyway, let's also talk about, last week we had the Super Bowl,
And then we had the Super Bowl halftime show, which was my favorite part of the game. And it was a big, big deal for hip hop this year. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, this is the first time it's really been like a hip hop halftime show.
Oh,
you had hip hop on there, but
Oh, white people, man, about that shit.
Right.
Man, we ain't, like, I had this one dude, he was like, yeah, we ain't had like a real rock show. And like, motherfucker, y'all had so many people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all go to Atlanta and y'all have fucking Maroon 5. Right. Maroon 5 in Atlanta? And y'all ain't get Little John? What the fuck wrong with y'all, man? Like, come on, man. Like, y'all gonna get mad. And then like they made comments too, like as far as like which I liked the most, like it was Lord forbid y'all didn't have like 80 bands that like people ain't really, checking for like that. They actually had some actual, some music for the 90s. Like it ain't 1980 no more. Right. It's 2022. Exactly. People want to see other stuff now.
Yep. So exactly. So yeah, man, it's one of those things, man. You know what I mean? So I thought the Super Bowl show, or halftime show, was really good. The game was I didn't think they were gonna pull it off, what's the name?
The Rams.
Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna pull it off, but they did right at the end. They kind of pulled it back together. But either way, so the show, of course, we got Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar. We had special appearances by 50 Cent and Eminem. Man, there's been so many memes about 50. Man, I mean, I remember as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, this was dope to have him, but dude, you ain't in shape no more, man. This was.
I'm not gonna say he's in shape because he still kind of had the muscles, but
yeah, it ain't like he used to be though.
He ain't. I didn't say he's $1.25. Like, goddamn.
$1.50, yeah.
But
yeah, man. I mean, it was so funny. My man Spice Adams got him with one too.
Yeah.
A lot of people did memes about it, but yeah, it was. Funny.
I mean, but yeah, 50 probably gonna get some people back. Yeah, man. So y'all got these memes talking about I lost weight. I mean, I'm big and shit. But let me tell you something. I'm big and rich, nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Eating good now.
Eating good in the neighborhood. Yeah, but Fit, man. I mean, but one thing about 50 though, like, you know what I'm saying? I was looking. That's funny because I was looking at something this morning, like some of his principles and stuff. Love him or hate him, he actually got some good, knowledge, man. Because that's one thing I was listening to and said, man, you know what? When I didn't have any money, I had fun.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I had fun coming up this, building up this. I had fun. Yeah. I really did. It's just like, even now, I mean, I have fun, but it's just like so much, now that I got the gold and I got, the money, is just, now it's fighting to keep it.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not I don't think he said it's not as fun. It's still fun, but it's not as fun as like the coming up the struggle in it and stuff like,
Yeah. I mean, but I think it was still dope to have him, do that whole scene like he did from the video when he's hanging upside down and, he did the song, so I thought it was good, the whole concept and premise. But it was just funny, you couldn't help but notice how, he's gained a little weight,
Yeah. I can't say shit because I'm not, look, if y'all don't know about it now, I'm a fat motherfucker.
Hey.
But,
if I was upside down, my stomach would just cover my face. Like,
oh, shit. Cover your face, shit. Man, y'all be thinking, man, it'd be horrible, man. I can't. But yeah, so,
it was a good show.
Did you notice Eminem? Did you?
That was actually gonna be my next point. I was gonna ask you.
Do you felt that he took a knee for you in the injustice?
I feel like that was his intention, but I don't think it made as much noise as he would have wanted it to. At first, I ain't gonna even lie. When he first did it, I didn't realize that's what he was doing. We were looking at it, and me and Janiyah was like, "Is he crying?" Because he had his kind of face covered, and so we thought maybe he was just emotional. Like, man, I'm doing a Super Bowl show. So it wasn't until later I was like, "Oh, he was kneeling for God." Okay, got it. So yeah, but I mean, I think he had good intentions, and I think had it been a black person, of course, it would have went a different way. You know what I mean? Get these niggers out of here.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, like
because who it was, they just kind of
yeah. Yeah, my thing. Well, one thing I will say that's fair about it, they talking about, because the argument was, oh, I don't need to protest. I need to protest on your time. Don't protest on the. And well, I will say this. Eminem got his time.
Yep.
That was his time allotted. He did. Yeah. He did it. But I'll say that to say this too. Didn't Hove say we got to get past the kneeling?
Yeah, he did.
We got to get past the kneeling. We got to get past the kneeling.
He did.
Yeah.
So it's funny because he's the one that actually set that whole show up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, he was there. He was, singing the man. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Not a Jay-Z fan, but it'd been great if he came down there with Dre. Actually, him and he's got a song with Dre. Yeah, that'd have been great. Yeah, I mean, I know he probably didn't want to do it.
Something on the new album though?
No. I'm just saying, like, just do a couple. Yeah, that'd have been great. That'd have been huge.
Watcher, that he did with Dre.
Yeah, and Rakim.
And I didn't realize it. But I just saw an interview where Snoop was saying that Jay-Z wrote "Still Dre."
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Yeah. So I mean that's the thing, man. Like it'd have been great if he came down there and performed with them. I thought that'd have been like just a hip hop moment.
Right.
East West, which they kind of did that though. East West, Midwest.
Yeah. They did a good job of that mixture. And Kendrick did a great job on his part.
Yeah, I like Kendrick with the whole. I think Kendrick actually outperformed everybody in my opinion. I mean, with the exception of Snoop and Dre, obviously, but I think Kendrick did a great tribute to Dre and Marshall because with the blonde hair. Like I saw what he was doing, and that was dope. Yeah. That was dope.
Yeah, it was, man. I love the whole show, man. It went down. It executed it flawlessly.
Yeah.
So, it was really good. And I love Snoop. Even though I'm not a fan of gang culture, I love the fact that he wasn't scared to rep,
facts.
He was just Crip from head to toe.
And then the Crip walk.
The Crip walk and everything. So I was like, all right, Snoop, we see you. Yeah. He letting them young kids know, I'm an OG now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I respect mine.
Oh, let me tell you something, because I remember that one time. I forgot them white kids. I forgot they thought they was hard. Yeah, they thought they was hard. Like, Steve, we gonna do this. I'm like, and I kept looking at that shit. I said, they fucking crazy.
Right.
And I don't know what Snoop did to them kids. Yeah, but the next
sent a message.
But the next video, we're sorry. I'm like, we want to. I was like, I don't know what he did.
You can hear the tone that was just. We just want to apologize, Mr. Snoop Dogg. I had a lot more bass in that first video.
Yeah, that first video, they was like, Rata. They was about to get it, but I don't know what Snoop did, but goddamn,
I'm sure some of the affiliates ran down on him,
Oh hell yeah. Snoop ain't shit.
Put him in their place, like, look, this ain't what you want.
Sure enough. Well,
we can go ahead and move on. But the Super Bowl halftime show was great. I was really happy. We knew about it a long time in advance, but I was happy it played out the way it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fact.
Anyway,
speaking of Snoop, let's go ahead and get into him buying Death Row.
Yes, sir. He bought the label Death Row, trying to relive. Well, I won't say relive. We want to revive the legacy. Revive it. And I think it was a good move because the label has been sold a few times. It was on Hasbro at one time, the toy company. Then they sold it to somebody, and the ones who had it last, I think that's the ones who Snoop bought it from.
Yeah, Blackwater, I believe.
Yeah,
Blackwater or something like that.
I mean, I'm glad that he got it because Death Row was a big fucking deal. They were a big fucking deal.
It was a staple of the 90s.
I think he could do a good job at reviving it and bringing it back. doing it the right way because, with people like Sugar's a good dude, but he's in such a street life mentality that he's not handling the business parts of it as good. You know what I mean? I think Snoop would be more well-rounded. He could do more Dog Pound albums, bring Daz and Corrupt back. You know what I mean? All types of stuff. He can collaborate with Dre. You know what I mean? I think that's gonna be good. You know what I mean? So, and then he got the I forgot to mention this on the music. He got the Back on Death Row album coming out. Okay. I don't know if it's out yet, but he's released a couple, 2 or 3 songs from it.
And he's going back to what what we were saying. He's also doing the. I don't know if that's the NFT. So I think that's the reason why he bought Death Row in order to do that. I think that's a smart. I think that's a smart move because that's what everybody's going to. There's a lot of mixed things about this NFT stuff. Like, is it worth it? Is it not? But I think, for what he's trying to do, I think it's definitely.
How would the NFT album work though? How would you even do that? I'm still trying to learn about NFTs, man. But
I know it's like a non-fundable, it's a non-fungible or non-fundable token. That's what it stands for. Now, like if you take a picture, let's say, because that's the only way I could think of it. You take a picture like a JPEG.
Yeah.
Someone can buy that JPEG and say, I'm the original owner of the JPEG. And you somehow, some way, you make money off of it.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a way like for crypto and things of that nature. I think because everything is trying to go to this damn metaverse and all this other shit.
Yeah, like, man, I'm not feeling that shit at all.
Nah, man. It's it, man.
Have you ever seen this movie called Ready Player One?
I need to see it.
That's basically
that's the thing. They tell you what they're gonna do in some of these movies. Yeah, especially like the science fiction shit. Yeah, they might say, "Oh, it's just fiction." Nah. Some of that stuff, like they tell you what's going on. I mean, some of the shit now I was just say we live in a science fiction movie with some of the stuff we got now.
And that's what Ready Player One was. It was like everybody was stuck in this basically metaverse, and the Earth had basically become this wasteland on the physical side, but when you get up, you just put on your little glasses and it transports you into this real life game where, you're doing all this insight and you do that from sun up to sundown. Yeah. You go to sleep, wake up, put your glasses on. It's like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I think they're doing that. This is the way I feel about it. And I might be wrong. I'm feeling they're doing that in case something comes.
Right.
You won't see it.
Yep.
We'll be too busy.
Yep. I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But shout out to Snoop, for buying Death
Yo,
Row.
facts.
And he producing his first album off of it. You know what I mean? So that's dope. It's called BODR, Back on Death Row. So and then like you said, he's doing an NFT joint. So I'm sure he's gonna make money. I mean, Snoop is already rich beyond compare. So
I don't think he's probably not a billionaire yet.
I don't think he's a billionaire. He never mentioned that, but he got to be close. All these commercial endorsements he's been getting lately, man. Listen, that dude, he got to have a good chunk of money. So, but yeah, and I'm gonna definitely check out because some of the new music he's been releasing, I've been feeling it. So, definitely gonna check that out. All right, so let's move on. I guess the verses, Anthony Hamilton and Music Soul Child. How did you feel about that? You know what I mean? First of all, who do you think won?
I think Anthony won.
Okay.
I really think Anthony won. But I think Music Soul Child, like that last song, he closed it out very well. Music Soul Child, when he first got in, he kind of got itchy. Yeah. But I think when time went on, I think he got a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah. A lot of people, because I was kind of in real time watching all the comments, like on Twitter and Instagram and shit like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people saying the same thing, like, dude, you're not sounding that good. But by the end of the show, it was like, okay, feeling you now. I think he just needed to warm his voice up a little bit. He was probably a little parched, that kind of thing. But yeah, I agree with you. I think Anthony Hamilton won overall. But Music Soul Child did have more of a catalog than I remember. You know, it was like, okay, I forgot about this song. Every time I was turning around, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that joint. And it was one time I was like, I didn't even realize that was him, and I knew the song, but I never realized it was him. So you know, he got a good catalog. I'll give it to him. But you ain't gonna outsoul Anthony Hamilton.
Nah. Well, that's another thing too, man. The only thing I didn't like about that whole show was that big ass Kool-Aid looking motherfucker.
Jack
like why were you trying to roast people? Why were you trying to roast people on after Valentine's Day, dude?
Right.
Like it don't man. Yeah, like don't get me wrong. Like I can understand if this was like 3-6 or the Dip, Dipset and the Locks joint, and you were doing that, I can understand that. But at the same, this is like this is R&B cat.
Right.
These are music soul cats. I mean, I understand you capable for your man, but it's like, dude, even Music Soul Child was like, nah, we ain't come here to do that. We came here to celebrate. And I thought, overall, besides that, it was good, good start for the Virtues for the year.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It was a good one. Definitely a good versus because I mean they are a good matchup with each other.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. Before I forget it,
go ahead.
I like the way that Anthony handled he called him Red Sexy, a big something like that. I forgot. It's sexy. Yeah, I like the way he didn't call him out his name.
Right.
He didn't do, you know what I'm saying? He could have been like, you need to shut the fuck up, you red Kool-Aid looking ass motherfucker. That's something that I would say. Right. But you know what I'm saying? But he had I love the way they handled it, man. I think that really need to be emphasized. You don't necessarily have to be on people's level, get down on their level just to handle something. I like that. Man, I got a good other hand, dude.
Yeah. And I mean that's a testament to his character. He really like that in real life.
Yeah, man.
So, shout out to Anthony Hamilton, man. One thing about his sets though that was bittersweet for me, I liked it, but I didn't like it, was when he did the Jadakiss joint.
I didn't get to hear all of it.
Yeah, I was like, because when I heard it start playing, I was like, oh shit. But no Jadakiss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I'm glad you played it because it was a big song for you and him. But, it would have been dope if he could have been there. You know what I mean? That would have set it the fuck off. It would have been no question at that point who won the verse. It was kind of tied up for a while there, but that would have been dope. So that was the only part that was.
Did he do Thug's Mansion?
No, I don't.
Because if he done that, oh my God, Pop.
Yeah, he didn't do that. Yeah.
Ain't no place I'd rather be.
Right.
Yeah.
If he did, I missed it because see, I was working, and so I'm kind of listening to it between calls. I'm taking calls at work, so in between calls, I'm trying to listen, but I don't remember him doing it. But yeah, that would have been nice. So
he would have killed that.
Yeah, so it was good though. You know what I mean? It was a good show. The DJ set that started before that, you know how they open it with a DJ set for
Yeah. Well, the one DJ I liked him better than the like you talking about the first set of DJs. I liked him. He was still weak, but I liked him better than the other guy. The other guy was like real weak songs.
He definitely did a little bit.
And then the female one, she wasn't bad, but she just wasn't enthused to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you should be like, hey, she just like she had like, y'all wanna go out there? I'm like, damn. Heard I was like, damn, that young mama. That's what I thought.
Right. Yeah, I was like same thing, but yeah, I wasn't really excited about her part, but I'm still glad that they got them. I'm sure they got paid for that, so shout out to them.
Oh yeah, thanks.
It just didn't do much for me on either one of the DJ sets, but yeah, on the guys, it was the one guy was a little bit better than
he was. Yeah, like I said, he was. It wasn't. He didn't do nothing, but he did things right, and he kind of worked the crowd a little better.
Right,
dude.
Exactly.
I'm like, damn, man, like. And like scratch, you putting your name behind that name?
Right. Yeah, because I don't know why, but Scratch seems to, be the host of all these little DJ things here lately. So, shout out to him. I'm sure he got a regular paycheck for it. So, that's what it is.
Good DJ. I don't know. Hell, if anything, hell, I could be a DJ. You got some turntables? Nah, I got these phones. Yo, matter of fact, I seen my man, like, these from Africa. I forgot. My man had like 4 like Nokia phones, DJing hard, yo. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, yo, my man was like,
I think he said he was blind too or something like that.
I don't know, but he was making it work. He was making it work.
He had it hooked up. Yeah. So yeah, that's dope, man. But yeah, I mean, that was a good versus. Y'all let us know, weigh in the comments, let us know what y'all thought about it and who y'all thought was the victor in that one. All right, so before we close out the show, we got to talk a little bit about Kanye, man. He's just been all over the place lately. Yeah. With the baby mama drama. And then, of course, he also got a new documentary on Netflix. So, I don't know why he got it out for Pete Davidson so bad. I mean, dude, Pete ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? He just happened to be the next guy in line. You know what I mean? So why you mad at him? You know what I mean? So it's like, you messed up. I don't know what happened. I don't even know what broke them up. But, I mean, whatever it is, she don't want you no more. And it might have been the whole, you just being off your meds, just always acting crazy. I mean, sometimes people get tired of that shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, I do think Kanye is a genius as far as music goes. He is geniusly inclined, especially after seeing the documentary. I saw the first, I think it's going to be a 3-part thing,
Okay.
But the first one's like an hour and a half, so it's enough to be by itself. But I think it's supposed to be 3 parts. But I saw like most of that. I didn't finish the episode, but I was like, man, you got to give it up to this dude. He was very persistent, very resilient. Rockefeller didn't even want him at first. I was like, wow, he went through a lot, so it's a lot of old footage that they use for the documentary. But what's funny is, since he was first starting, like day one, something told this dude, let's make it a documentary. So it's purposely footage from when he first started all the way up until the present.
Wow.
So, because he knew, he was like, this dude is going to be the next big thing, I'm telling you. So let's make it a documentary. Yeah. And that's what it is. It's not just random clips. You know what I mean?
Man, I would love to interview that guy and kind of, and get that, like, how do you gauge and how do you know that this person? Because, I mean, Kanye could have flopped just like anybody else, you know what I'm saying? So how could, what I'm saying? Like, but how can you know, like, this person, like, hey, this guy's going to be good? Like, this the dude.
Yeah.
Like, how do you gauge?
It's hard because, I mean, like I said, Rockefeller couldn't even see it really at first. It was just because he was so persistent and just kept coming back that they finally was like, all right, because, I mean.
Yeah, kind of like with J. Cole, too.
Right.
Kind of did the same thing.
Everybody liked Kanye in Chicago because he was good at making beats, but nobody wanted to hear him rap. Because they was just thinking that he was going to be another, like, Jermaine Dupri. You good at the beats, but just leave the rapping alone.
Yeah, like Pete Rock,
right.
Mm-hmm. But Pete Rock, a lot of people like, oh yeah, Pete just trash. You know what I'm saying? I think Pete okay. I think Pete. I'm talking about like on the rap. Now them beats is not. Yeah, you ain't fucking with Pete on them beats.
On some of his raps, I was like liking this part better than CL Smooth at a certain time.
Oh yeah,
so, yeah, I mean, Pete Rock ain't never been no slouch. I mean, he ain't the best rapper. Like
no.
He's got some notable lines. You know what I mean? And I think he just loves hip hop. So he, But I mean, if you had to put all the producers who can rap, and he'd be in top 5 of producers who can rap.
Yeah, I think. But yeah, I mean, as far as like, I think Kanye is probably.
Yeah, it's like with
the
Kanye.
better. Yeah.
I don't even put Kanye in that position anymore. Because I think when I'm thinking of producers who can rap, I'm thinking like Dre, somebody who just mostly does producing, but he'll jump on the rap every now and then, or Jermaine Dupri. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I don't even put Kanye in that category because he surpassed it so much. In the beginning, he was just making beats, but he kept telling people, look, man, I can rap. Let me spit. Because he really loves spit. So
yeah, I like the fact. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like the fact, and he actually got. I mean, he got some rhyme schemes.
Yeah,
It took me a little bit to get, Kanye,
right.
but no, I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. But what were you trying to say?
Oh, I think
Oh,
that's.
okay.
I think that's.
But I would definitely say go check out the documentary. It's called Genius, but they spell it JEEN hyphen YUS, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, it's kind of different, but I don't know why they needed that, but whatever. But it's just pretty good so far. I like it. You know what I mean? Because it really, if you really want to know about Kanye and how he came up and all of that, just like they were showing how he had beef with one dude who dissed him on a record because they were friends, but then the guy felt like Kanye wasn't giving him enough credit. So he did a song and dissed him, and how, Kanye actually approached him on the street, ran up on him, was like, yo, there's a nigga go right there. And, Kanye wasn't trying to be no thug, but he was just like, dang, I thought we were cool.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? So, you really get a chance to see the raw Kanye. You see, there's footage of his mom, a lot of footage of his mom. And so, you really see how much she supported him from like day one. And, the dude that I think he had beef with, I think he was like, yeah, his mom used to be my teacher in school and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a good documentary. What's the name was kind of not hating on it, but wasn't really wanting to hear much of it. Ebro, was it Ebro? Yeah, Ebro.
Oh.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, it's just old footage. I don't care, But it was still good. You know what I mean? It's still really good. And
Fuck Ebro. Nobody don't want to hear Ebro slouch ass either. Fuck that nigga, son.
So yeah, he always got to find a way to find.
He gotta find a way to just Sometimes I can respect Ebro sometimes, but sometimes I'll be like, man, just shut the fuck up.
Right, exactly. So I never really. Some people, I listen to and I'm like, if they say it, it's trustworthy. Like if they say something's good, I trust them. But him, he can say something that's the dopest he ever heard, and I'm like, nah, I don't believe. I need to hear that for myself because your opinion is kind of skewed sometimes. So I don't trust you. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Did you have anything else you want to say about Kanye?
Nah, man, just man, let that hoe go.
Yeah, let it go.
Let it go.
It ain't doing nothing but causing you heartache. She's moved on.
Yeah.
As much as I think they made a good couple. They had kids. It was nice. They had a good family dynamic. But obviously, something went wrong, and she don't want to go back to that. So you gonna have to let that go, man. You have to let it go. All right. Well, I guess that's it. Episode 195.
195.
Triad Hip Hop Podcast. And again, don't forget, check out our other segments, Lost in Thought,
Yep.
Lyrical Breakdowns.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We got those lyrical breakdowns every week. I did one this past week on Gorillas in the Mist from the Lynch Mob. That was always one of my favorites.
Lynch Mob.
Yeah,
Lynch Mob.
Because that's when you want to just be black. That's the Blackity Black song. You know what I mean?
The
That's
Blackity Black.
Oh, I'm
black. And I'm black. And I'm blackity black. I'm black, y'all. No, I'm blickety black, blickety black, black.
Yeah, man. That's it right there.
That's CP4.
I might have to go back and watch that.
Yo.
That's one of my CP4. All right, so for episode 195, this is your man Kurt, and this is
Howard. And don't forget, 200. Please donate some little people with big booties so they can come up here and shake.
Yeah, man. Have them knock on the door. We're ready.
Yeah, we ready.
Have them dancing on, doing their thing.
Yeah, put them on that ready.
But all right, man. We'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.
Peace. Oh.
Yeah, we gotta give a Van Buren because I know it's an artist he wants to have on the show.